Hi, I'm Colton with Porsche Center Calgary, and this is one of our 2019 Macan S models. This one is quite unique. I'm going to start off with the color. It's chalk, which is cool. It has been available for a little while on the sports cars and has been hugely popular, particularly on our really expensive models. Pretty much all of our turbos and Turbo S's that we sold last year in the 911 were in the chalk. So really cool to see it now available on the Macan for 2019. Different to see it kind of in this much metal, but it looks really cool. The Macan did see a few other changes for this year. So this color was added. So was Miami blue and a couple of other things. But content-wise, new headlights, new tail lights. They're connected now in the back, and inside the screen got a little bit bigger as well. The engine changed slightly. The S is still a 3-liter V6. Now it's a single turbo though, rather than the twin turbo was before. However, it is more powerful now than it was before as well. But focusing on this guy in particular. So as I say, really unique build. Awesome to see the chalk color. And then we went for a bunch of black accents against the chalk here. So starting with the wheels. The base wheel is an 18-inch. This one's a 20-inch. This is the Macan Turbo design wheel, and we did the gloss black painting on the inside of that, and that picks up things like the black door handles that we did also in the gloss black. The window trim would have been standard silver, but we made that gloss black too. And then underneath here, this has the Sport Design side mirror, which is the painted split spoke look, as opposed to just the unpainted solid piece. But option that rather than being body colored to be gloss black as well to pick up those little accents. Around back, you'll notice too the sport exhaust, so it does have that, so you actually have the button you can press to make it sound louder. And when you option that, you can choose to either keep the silver pipes or switch to a gloss black. Of course, with this build, we opted for the gloss black back there as well. So well thought out, all those little details really tie into each other nicely. And then moving to the inside. This one is black, but it's not just your standard black interior. This is what they call the partial leather. So your seats are leather regardless, even in a standard interior. But this one, you gain a little bit more leather on the dashboard. That's all leather wrapped. So are all of the armrests, right? There's 2 on the doors, and then also your center console, genuine leather on those bits as well. It feels a little bit more premium in there. It is an option that I like. And then some other content. We put in the Premium Plus package, which I always recommend. The Premium package will save you a couple of bucks, but I think there's a few extra things in the Premium Plus that are worthwhile, to be honest. So what you're getting there, 14-way seat, which is where you go full leather. I should have mentioned earlier, they're not always full leather all the time. The standard 8-way seat in a standard interior is Alcantara in the center and leatherette on the outsides. But if you go to at least a 14-way seat, you have leather, which this is. And that also gives you the thigh extension and the lumbar support over the standard 8-way seat, though it is shaped the same. You also get seat ventilation as part of that package, heated seats already being standard. You get heated seats in the back. You get Bose audio, panoramic sunroof, entry and drive, so you can just touch the door handle to unlock it and turn the ignition switch without taking your key out of your pocket to start the car up. And then importantly, new for 19 as well, is the addition of Apple CarPlay in that Premium Plus package. You used to have to get an option called Connect Plus to get that before, and it was a lot more expensive. Now it's built into the Premium Plus package. So a little better value there, and most people do want that option. So we put in the Premium Plus. We also did the smaller GT steering wheel, which is also new for 2019. It's not a huge difference over the standard one. It's one of these subtle things that we do sometimes, but I like it a lot, actually. It's a little bit smaller and kind of reverses the color scheme where the standard wheel is silver on the outside and then kind of black inside around the buttons. Here it's reversed, black on the outside, silver in around the buttons, and you have kind of what look like bolts on there. It gives it a sportier look, right? GT Sport steering wheel, it's called, and again, slightly smaller than the regular one. Also changed the trim inside. On a Macan S, the standard trim is going to be gloss black, kind of going that line across your dash. This one we did the brushed aluminum trim, which I really like. It has a bit of a texture to it. The gloss black is fine, and I may not bother paying for anything extra because it is fine, but it gets fingerprints and it can scratch. The brushed aluminum solves both of those problems, right? It doesn't fingerprint. It might scratch, but even if it does, it's a lot less noticeable because that kind of textured aluminum look on there, right? So it's a trim that I really like, and the door sills are already going to be brushed aluminum on a Macan S, so ties into that part nicely. And then one other really small thing that to me is important and may not be to everybody, but I always like to explain it, and that is the smoker package. As we're going through the configuration, you know, we always get to that option, and the customer I'm talking to says, no, I'm not a smoker, I don't want it. But it's not really about whether you're a smoker or not. What it actually is a little lid on that center console area. So without it, it's just an open space, not quite big enough for cell phones nowadays, but maybe, you know, depending what kind of phone you've got. And then you've got a power outlet underneath. When you go with the smoking package, it puts a lid on that space, cleans it up a lot. That's why I like it. Just looks a little bit more well finished. And then you do have what would technically be an ashtray in there, but I just use it for coins. I find it's a little bit more convenient than just having the open space. And again, just looks a little bit cleaner. So Andy and I argue about that. He prefers without, but I really think it's worthwhile getting it. It's $0 anyhow, so it's just a preference thing, but this one does have that. So we're clear about kind of what it is. And that pretty well sums up this model. So really cool Macan S. Love seeing the chalk. It's pretty rare. It is a more expensive color, so you'll never see that many of them. And it's cool. There's not many like it out there. So do come down, check this one out, or some of the other ones we've got. We finally have some inventory of these guys. So scroll through, see if there's any other videos you want to check out. If you find a car you like, come down, pay us a visit, take one for a drive. Thanks a lot for watching.